Aw, crap. One of these ones. Ah! Come here, you dreg. That kills in this game feel so satisfying. Bungie has a way of doing that. Even though Halo Reach was probably considered one of the worst Halos, aside from Halo 4. And I respect the guys at 343, but Halo 4 didn't feel like Halo to me. And Halo Reach, even though it was not wildly heralded as a successful Halo title, it still felt like a Bungie title, you know? It had mechanics that felt similar to Halo 3. And, but one thing, I was going to equate that to this game. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Bungie knows how to make kills feel satisfying, you know what I mean? In Halo 3, when you get a kill, satisfying. Halo 2, satisfying. Halo 1, satisfying. Halo Reach, it felt satisfying at times. The only thing I didn't necessarily like was how limited the DMR was and how easy the sniper became to use in Halo Reach. Oh, dead ghost. You know what, I want to clear this out before we revive that guy, but I don't know if it's going to mean anything. And you know what, I probably won't catch all the dead ghosts either. The loot crates and the dead ghosts. I'm not necessarily a guy who has to 100% a game, you know. I can do it when I'm interested in it, but I don't have to 100% a game, especially nowadays that there's so many things to do. It really is not a smart strategy if you're recording YouTube videos. If you're doing a live stream, you can set a time where you stream every day and then viewers come back for that. But when you're doing YouTube videos and you want to experience the story, too much exploration will just elongate the series, and it depends on if your viewers like that kind of stuff. I've seen channels where viewers don't like that on YouTube and really don't like that, and then I've seen channels where people do like that, you know. But especially with games that have MMO elements like this, there's just way too much to explore, and this isn't even a full-fledged MMO. So you if you're going to do those kind of videos on YouTube and they have a story to them, you kind of maybe want to stick to the story and do some side stuff, you know? That guy juked me so hard. Like, oh, or just sidestepped me, I mean. Now, I believe this game, like I said earlier, runs at 30 frames per second on both consoles, or all consoles. Obviously 360 and PS3, but also PS4 and Xbox One, but they run at 1080p on Xbox One and PS4. But my capturing device doesn't capture 60 frames. It captures in 30. So when I do play games that have 60 frames per second, it's obviously going to be downgraded or downscaled.
Or tapped into something in the back of the room.
It'll capture the 1080p, but not the 60 frames. This reminds me of Halo 1 and meeting the Invis elites with the energy sword for the first time. An energy sword that you couldn't pick up in Halo 1, by the way. Oh, this guy didn't make it. Oh, I guess that's a guy. It looks as though you can't damage these guys when they're invisible. When they're invisible, it seems as though they're invincible as well. Or invincible to some extent, at least. No ragdoll. Well, at least he's moving a little bit. Let's see. That guy just came after me, dude. You know, sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm trying to have a balance here. I kind of want to reform how I do my commentaries for walkthroughs too, you know. Before it was just incessant cussing, you know, and a lot of nonsensical garbage. But I don't know, I just kind of want to be more informative and just experience with you all, not try to be funny or anything, you know. I mean, hey, if I'm funny and I make you laugh, that's cool, but not try to be funny, you know. With this next generation in gaming comes a next generation of Times Rhymes commentary. I guess you can say. I'm just gonna be me, is what I'm trying to say. If this guy will stop. Did we get him? We got him.
The Fallen are trying to access these machines, but something is fighting back. This will take some time.
This will take some time. I should have gotten water if I was going to do all this talking, though. My throat is starting to kill me a little bit. Alrighty. All these guys, dude. These defend your area, sort of. It's almost like a, what do you want to call it? It's almost like Bungie just reformed Firefight, you know what I mean? And they put Firefight into here, but it's not called Firefight, it's just part of the game. Oh, don't want to go in there, I don't want to even try it. Oh, jeez, I'm almost dead. This is a darkness zone too, so if I die, it's pretty much game over. Well, not necessarily game over in the sense, but game over in the sense that you have to start from the first checkpoint, or start the whole thing over again, you know? And that would be no bueno. Vandal. Oh, gosh, man. Those guys are tenacious. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Shank? Is that what that says? Now, I see what a lot of people are saying. They said Destiny seems as though it's a reskinned Borderlands. I can see what you're saying. Before I put my hands on Destiny, my own hands on Destiny, you know what I mean? When I just saw gameplay footage online, it definitely seemed a little bit like Borderlands. But I will say this, it doesn't really feel like Borderlands once you get your hand on the controller. But then again, I can still see some similarities to that, or some comparisons. But then again, pretty much every game nowadays is gonna have similarities to some other game, you know? You can take a vague instance from one game and loosely connect it to another game. You can always do that. I'm sure there's ways you can connect, I don't know, My Little Pony My Little Pony whatever video game to Destiny. And oh, these two elements are similar. Like, they're both video games and you control characters in them. Bungie copied off of My Little Pony. The bastards. No, I'm kidding. But I'm sure you can do that with pretty much any game, so as long as games can innovate properly, I'm okay with that. Like, if you're trying to make a video game, you know you have to do something special. And the pressure is on now with the PS4 and Xbox One out. And again, PC as well, since PC will always be ahead of console nowadays in terms of specs and all that stuff. So, but with the power of the Xbox One, PS4, and PC nowadays, if you make a game, it's a commitment, and you have to make something interesting, both graphically and story. Intrinsically, it has to be interesting, you know? And if you make a game, it's a full commitment. So if there's any duds this generation especially, what are we, in the 8th generation of consoles? If there are any duds that get maybe like a 4 out of 10 or something, I'd be surprised, because there's way too much risk involved. You have to have the idea, you have to have the board meetings and sit down and talk about what your game is about, and then you have to get a publisher to sign on and pay for advertisement, development costs, things like that. So it's pretty hardcore these days, man. Long gone are the days of simple dudes programming a game in their garages, or, well, I guess you can still consider indie games like that. sort of small studios. I know No Man's Sky has a small team. I believe of 4 people, right? That game looks amazing. Hopefully it comes to Xbox One. I know it's coming to PS4. And then again, I'm looking to get a PS4 soon, so it shouldn't matter. I should be able to play it. But most games are a full commitment nowadays, and it's not just simple coding programming anymore. Some of the things I've learned about programming video games, because I'm interested in learning how to design games myself, it's really hardcore, man. Are you finished, Tyrion? Please. I think I'm gonna have to kill all the enemies in order for my robo friend to tell me that he's finished. Like, oh, you killed all the enemies? I'm conveniently finished with what I'm doing over here. That's usually how games are. Oh, geez, my throat, dude. My throat is killing me. What is that? I'm just gonna call those guys eyeball things because I can. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. There's 2 of them, I just realized that. So you obviously want to shoot into the middle of its eye socket there, whatever. That's where it does the most damage. And that one's dead. So now we have to switch our focus onto this guy. I'm probably gonna not have a voice after this, man. I mean, it still feels strong now, but my throat is just hurting. So after I'm done recording today, I'm just going to take it easy, drink some cold water, not talk for the rest of the day. Man. Oh. You definitely notice a little bit of difference the higher up enemies are. Wait, there's a third one? Oh, I think he just warped somewhere. There we are. It's the same one. He just warped. Ah. There we are. One more, I think. No, that's the... There. I don't know how many more there are. Just tell me you're finished.
Okay, I've pulled out everything they managed to steal. We should destroy this thing.
Yes. Ah, not done. Here we are. So that was tumultuous. Level 4.
They didn't get much. Kept hitting an active firewall. Old Earth. Russian.
Ah, man.
The legends are true. The Warmind did survive the collapse. Rasputin. An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the darkness and survived. And he's protecting something here in the Cosmodrome. We have to find a way to reach him.
We must reach Rasputin. Pulse rifle ammo, cool. Nova bomb upgrade, nice. 65 kills, 26 precision kills, 2 ability kills. Nice. I'm liking this. Now, here we are, pulse rifle ammo. I think we can select that, right? Maybe I shouldn't spend all my glimmer, huh? Nova bomb. You know, one thing I've noticed is that the progression seems very linear. Like, you can only upgrade what the game wants you to upgrade at the time. Like, we're only almost a quarter of the way here. So progression seems linear, and like, you can't upgrade what you want to, you know? Maybe that'll change in a bit, because we're at the beginning stages of the game. But so far, progression seems linear.